Sheikh Hasina's resignation as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh marks a shift in the country's political landscape. This was triggered by student protests, but what ignited this unrest? Welcome to Deep Dive with Outlook. Today we look at the student protests in Bangladesh and Sheikh Hasina's resignation. Central to these protests were the war heroes quota, a system originally introduced in 1972 to honor freedom fighters from Bangladesh's liberation war. In 1997, the war heroes quota was extended to the children of freedom fighters, and in 2010 it was further extended to their grandchildren. The total percentage of quotas in all categories came up to 56%, while only 44% recruitment was merit based. The protests, which began peacefully, soon became violent. By July 16th, clashes between students and state forces, starting with the then ruling party's student wing and the police. Amnesty International said police used excessive force with paramilitary troops deployed across major cities. The violence resulted in over 300 deaths, and the government's response was a 10 days long internet shutdown. Following the unrest, the Bangladeshi Supreme Court on July 21st ordered the scaling back of the quota system, reducing the reservation for the war veterans from 30% to 5%. This order also paved the way for 93% of merit-based recruitment. However, Bangladeshi students were unhappy with the apex court's decision to retain job reservations for children of war veterans. On August 5th, protesters organized a long march to Dhaka, demanding the resignation of then Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Amidst the chaos, Sheikh Hasina resigned and fled the country. Protesters stormed her Dhaka residence and the army stepped in to form an interim government. The resignation marked the end of Hasina's 15-year tenure. The interim government must now restore order. Protesters demand justice for those killed and the resignation of officials responsible for the crackdown. Meanwhile, the country is left with lawlessness and political uncertainty.